Hey guys, this is Jack from It's Only FPL. Thank you for joining me. On today's show, we're going to take you through the best captain options for game week 29. From start to finish, I've ranked them in order of what I believe myself is the biggest risk down to the most obvious option for captain. And stay tuned until the end because I've been asking you all week for your captain pick for this round. So I'm going to weigh them all up at the end and we're going to see who the most popular one is. Yeah, and so if you're new to the channel, don't forget to click subscribe for more FPL content from myself. Okay, so let's get straight to it. On to the first one, controversial, Jamie Vardy. And the reason why I put him in is pretty simple for this round. Aston Villa at home. And Aston Villa, we know, leak quite a lot of goals, so I've put him in for that. But obviously there's a few things to consider. We don't know if he's going to be definitely fit yet at this point, so there's certainly weighing that up. And also, the last 9 or 10 games, he's not done anything at all. But obviously you can see there the total amount of points. He's still doing so well on the total amount of points for the season, so you can't ignore that. But all in all, I think there is way better options. Obviously, there's way better options this round, and that's why I've weighed it up as a 9 out of 10 risk. Not one for me, but I think there are other people considering him. And obviously, you can see there he's still in a lot of people's teams, so not the worst shout, but we'll see. We'll see. Move on. Okay, right, on to the next one. Kevin De Bruyne. On any normal week, Kevin De Bruyne, I think, could be considered captain. We had news yesterday that he may not be fit for the Manchester derby, so that's the main thing to consider for this one. That's why I've weighed it up as an 8 out of 10 risk. Obviously, you can see there more than half the players in FPL have him in their team, so there's no doubting, obviously, he's worth having in your team. Okay, so next one, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Great form at the moment. Obviously, if you've got him in your team, you're doing well. He's selected by 15%, just over 15% of people. So a lot of people are starting to back him now, I think. And I guess it's one of them old debates, form over fixtures. I think if you're going by form alone, he is certainly worth considering. Obviously, fixture-wise, they've had a few tough ones recently and another, on paper, tough one, Chelsea away. So all in all, I'm weighing that one as a 6 out of 10. But obviously, a great price for him there if you're still thinking about just getting him in your team in general. Okay, Bruno Fernandes. He's setting the Premier League on fire. Only 4 games so far for Man United, but you can see the form there. He's absolutely smashing it. It's increasing the amount of people selecting him in their team overnight. I think that's going up and up. 12.7% now got him in their team. So a very worthy shout for captain, I think. Obviously, based on the last round, 10 points against Everton. The only thing with this one, obviously, is a fixture again. You've got Man City at home. But who knows? I think I'm very much a believer of form over fixture. So if you've got someone in form like him, I think it could be worth it. Okay, so on a normal week when there's no double fixtures, I think this would be a good shout. But obviously now we know Man City, Arsenal, they both got 2 fixtures in this round, so there are better options still to come, I feel, but a good worthy shout for captain this week, Bruno Fernandes. Okay, yeah, Riyad Mahrez. I've not heard too many people saying this one, but I thought I better include him as well. Form-wise, not doing so well, nothing to shout about, and obviously low selection there as well, really, 7.3%, not many people got him in their team, but even still, Man City have got 2 fixtures this week. On paper, it looks quite tricky. If he plays both, I'd fancy a good return from him. But obviously, all in all, weighing it up as a 5 out of 10, better options ahead. Okay, so next one, Nicolas Pepe. I think actually he got 5 points against Everton in game week 27, 17 points the week before, so slightly wrong there. Sorry about that. But yeah, even still, he's in great form. Still fairly low amount of selection. He's still in a fairly low amount of people's teams, but obviously on really good form. And this week he's got 2 fixtures. So West Ham at home, Man City away. All in all, weigh him up. He hasn't been consistent yet for a long period to justify a guaranteed captain, for example, or even to guarantee him in your team. But all in all, I think with 2 fixtures, Arsenal looking pretty good at the moment. So yeah, double fixture, 4 out of 10 risk there from myself. Okay. Sergio Aguero, any normal week, Sergio Aguero be in my team, a very much strong consideration for captain, but obviously you can see now the form is very low, the recent form he hasn't done so well, and obviously Man United away, Arsenal at home, it's worth weighing up, I think. Man United away, Sergio Aguero is another one of those, I think, where I wouldn't really look too much at the fixtures, especially in the double game week. He's certainly worthy shout to have or to be considering. But again, better options ahead, so we'll hold fire. Next one, Raul Jimenez, scored against Tottenham in the last round, did really well there. Form looks quite low, so obviously I think the 2 or 3 games before that he didn't do a lot, but still in a high amount of people's team, still a very good price, so very much worthy having in your team. And obviously total amount of points there, absolutely smashing it. And if you look at who's playing in game week 29, Brighton at home, I think Brighton aren't looking so strong at the moment. I think Jimenez at home, there's a very good shout for having him as captain. I think a lot of people are thinking maybe him or Jota as well. But I've got Jimenez in my team myself, so I think a strong shout for captain. Okay, Mohamed Salah, we all know his record against Bournemouth is absolutely brilliant, so I think that alone is worth considering him as captain for this round. Yeah, a ridiculous amount of total points, but obviously it's been a little bit inconsistent recently. We know Watford beat Liverpool 3-0 last round, no goals. I had him as my captain, so obviously gutted about that. But I'm basing this one, Bournemouth at home is a very low risk. If he plays, you've got a very good shot of him getting some returns out of him there, I think. So I'm going to call it a 2 out of 10 risk, pretty much mainly based on his recent record against Bournemouth. Okay, and on to the main one for me this week, Pierre Aubameyang. If you have him in your team already, fantastic. If you haven't, he's worth getting in and potentially worth having as captain, or certainly is a strong argument as having him as captain this week. Obviously, recent form, doing really well. Last round he missed, and then the week before against Everton, he got 13 points. Total amount of points looking very strong there too. And if you look, obviously, double fixture, West Ham at home, Man City away. If he plays both games, he's going to get something out of that one, almost certainly, isn't he? And yeah, so I'm weighing that one up as a 1 out of 10, as almost a no-brainer, a very, very, very low-risk captain choice for this round. Okay, so moving on to who you are selecting for your captain, game week 29. I've been asking you all week. Loads of people got back to me, or 89 people got back to me, so thank you very much for that. And as you can see there from the result, Aubameyang, number 1 captain choice at 29, people picking him. Salah behind at 19, so a little bit of a gap, but both of those obviously clearly the front runners. And then you've got Jimenez there third. Jimenez got 14 votes. I think a lot of people, like we're saying, fancying him against Brighton at home. And then you've got a few others in there as well. Kevin De Bruyne, I think, would normally be higher, but maybe obviously there's concern for his injury, whether he's going to play. Especially on a double game week, normally he'd be higher than that, I think. And then we've got obviously Mane as well, so he's got a little bit low, a little bit quieter. But obviously there's not been too much from Mane recently, so maybe puts people off. And who else we got in there? You can see, yeah, Vardy. Vardy's still got 3 votes, which is insane when you think about it. He's not played or got any good returns in the last 9 or 10 rounds. But still people fancying him. Still, if he plays, obviously, against Aston Villa at home, there's a very strong chance of goals there. And I think we're all waiting for a big Vardy comeback at some point, maybe. So it could be this round. And then you've got a few other ones in there. Phil Jones, yeah, I had to include that. That cracked me up. Someone put in Phil Jones. Whether it's serious or not, it's still funny. And then, yeah, Jesse Lingard as well. I don't even know what's happening to Lingard. Is he even playing? No. So, yeah, 2 funny ones there. And then, yeah, we obviously got Danny Ings, Jota, a few votes for him, and Nicolas Pepe as well. So I think, yeah, I think there is a few. It's not been the easiest round. I don't know about you, but it's not been the easiest round to analyse everything. We only found out midweek that there was going to be Arsenal and Man City playing 2 fixtures as well this round, so that's probably shaken it up a little bit. But all in all, I think if you pick in Aubameyang this round as your captain, I think you're going to get a return. So yeah, we'll see. Okay, so that's the end of the show. Thank you for watching. Thank you for everyone who voted for your captain and got back in touch with me. Let me know what you think. Comment below who you're going to pick for your captain this round. I'd love to hear your team, so please comment that below as well. If you haven't already subscribed, please click subscribe below for more FPL content from myself, and we'll see you soon. Take care.